I'm joined now by Monica Harding, who's the Liberal Democrat MP for Esher and Walton. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Monica. This is very much an issue close to your heart because you've taken part in parliamentary debates calling for water safety lessons to be embedded in school classrooms.
That's right, and it's a pleasure to join you. Yes, I was in a debate last year on this, on water safety, and as a result, the government did take it into account and put a water safety in the national curriculum, which was fantastic and a great start, but unfortunately not enough. My constituency is a river community. The Thames runs down the length of it, providing our border with London, and we've got the River Mole running through it. We've got reservoirs as well. And it worries me every year when the sun starts shining, not only as an MP, but as a mother of 4 teenage children, that there's going to be the tragedy, the terrible tragedy that we've heard about, heartbreaking, and of course entirely preventable. So my particularly one part of it in Thames Ditton is called by some teenagers in South West London the Barbados of South West London, because so many of these teenagers come down to use those Thames beaches and get into the water when it's hot. And you know, with GCSEs and A-levels coming to an end over the next couple of weeks, my fear is that many of them will come back. This year we haven't had any tragedies in my spot, but you've already heard the names. 13 children in 1 week. It just shows that this needs to be a national priority.
Do you know, it's difficult though, isn't it? I have teenagers too, and they think they're invincible. You try and tell them, sometimes they don't listen. They're young, they're fit. I saw a really horrible incident quite recently of a 14-year-old boy who got cold water shock, and he was a strong swimmer. The water is so dangerous, and sometimes people don't realise that.
But you're 100% right. And actually, sometimes with my children, it's just bribery to keep them out of the water, because, you know, all their friends are going down, they want to go into the water. But as you say, that many of these hazards they don't know about. So cold water shock is one of them. Water is still cold at this time of year. Also, crossing the river is supremely dangerous. Not only are there other vessels, but there's underwater currents that they're not aware of, and even reed beds and you know, mud that acts like quicksand that can pull them in or immobilize their legs when there are dangerous currents. So all of these things are unknown, which is why the call for a public safety campaign, a public awareness campaign, from the media to social media to schools, colleges, but spearheaded by the government, is a way to, you know, get this into teenagers' brains that it is not just going for a little splash around. These rivers are alive and they can be dangerous.